Hello BOCES team, I hope you enjoyed the solar eclipse. I saw many of our employees out in the Education Center, in the parking lots and around the building trying to catch a glimpse of the solar eclipse. Even though it was cloudy, it was still pretty cool. This month we're featuring the Professional Learning and Innovation Center at BOCES. I'm here with Carrie Bullock at the PLIC. Carrie, why don't you tell us about some of the exciting projects that have been going on?
Well, we're coming off of a very recent exciting project. Yesterday we hosted the Regional Seal of Biliteracy Consortium Presentation Day, and so this is a day for students across the region who are looking to earn the Seal of Biliteracy on their diploma when they come together to do their culminating project presentation. So it was an exciting day. We had about 120 students here from 11 different districts who were presenting in various languages to a panel of evaluators who will determine whether or not they were successful in demonstrating their proficiency in the language. And I think we had 16 languages presented in.
So why was that important for students?
Yeah, so this is an opportunity for students really to show that they have an important skill of being bilingual, and in some cases even more than bilingual, where they can demonstrate proficiency in English and at least one other language. And I know we had some students from across the region who presented in multiple languages yesterday, so they were demonstrating their proficiency in 3 or 4 languages, and talked about why that was important to them in what they want to pursue in their future. And so it's just a really exciting opportunity for them to shine and showcase the skills that they've developed.
I watched one in ancient Creole and it was amazing. Mm-hmm. So I heard that you just got a very large grant.
We were just awarded the Recov's Learning Loss Grant, which was a grant coming out of New York State to support students with learning loss after COVID. And so our focus of our grant, the grant project is called Literacy on the Rise, and so the focus is obviously on literacy achievement for students. We'll be working with districts from across the region to support the development of literacy clinics and literacy tutoring and professional development for teachers who are participating in the grant, really with hopes to reach many students across the region. We've just hired an administrator to lead that work in Kathleen Stewart, and she's the perfect person to be leading that work across the region. We're excited to have her doing so.
So Kathleen, it's very nice to meet you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I've been working with BOCES here on the PLIC with Carrie and the team for, I think this will be going on my 9th year now. I initially joined the team supporting special education as a CSIS, but ultimately realized that a lot of the reason that our students struggle is with reading. And I started to learn from colleagues about the science of reading and evidence-based practices, and shifted my attention, still of course in the world of special education, but through the lens of literacy.
So what is this role going to look like for you?
It's a great question. I think we're in the process of defining that, and as I say, using my least favorite phrase, building the plane in flight, but that is in fact what we're doing. But actually the flight took off several years ago when we started this work and learning all about the reading practices and assessment practices, and that's precisely where we'll start, right? At the heart of this work is getting evidence-based interventions and tools into growing schools' repertoire and knowledge around evidence-based tools and interventions that many of them are already using. But how do we scale it up a little bit as the state moves towards really deeply understanding the science of reading and what that means for instruction? And what does that mean for leaders in developing their staff and continuing their growth in professional learning?
Sounds very exciting. I can't wait to see what this does for the students around our region. Thank you.
Too. Thank you.
It was great to meet Kathleen. Thank you so much for everything that you do at the PLIC, and thank your staff. You have an amazing team.
Thank you. We do have an amazing team. We're excited to have Kathleen as a new leader to leading this important work, and really excited for the work of all of our team and the support that they're providing for our Commanded School Districts.
I'd also like to take a moment and remind everyone that the BOCES Employee Recognition Ceremony is taking place on May 8th at 3 p.m. in the BOCES Education Center cafeteria. I had a great time last year at the ceremony, and I'm looking forward to this year. We received some feedback about last year's ceremony through a survey, and our Employee Recognition Committee has been working to make some changes to make this year even better. One of the changes requested was to read the names of the employees who are reaching milestones of 20 years and up during the event. We will also be using a new technique to gain feedback after the event to make sure next year's event is even better. We encourage all who attend to tell us their thoughts. There's some really great items that are going to be student-made this year that we are giving away as prizes. You won't want to miss it. You can sign up for the raffle by using the link on the newsletter below. It's a great way to recognize all of our employees who go above and beyond every day.